Good day, guys. My name is Solani Baloyi. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would like for us to discuss prescribed debt. What is prescribed debt? Prescribed debt is all debts, contracts of debt that after a period of time should be written off. Now, different types of debt have different periods for which they should be written off. So today I want to speak specifically about the debt that falls under the National Credit Act, and this debt should be written off after a period of about 3 years in the South African context. So we are only going to discuss those that should be written off after 3 years if you are unable to pay it. Now, I am in no way encouraging consumers, encouraging people not to pay their debt. But we are all aware of the current economic climate. We are all aware of how things are going since COVID, really, and this threatening recession, and there's just a lot happening. Some people have lost their jobs, and some people are not able to pay off their debt. And so one of my faithful listeners sent this question through. Their specific question was regarding a cell phone contract. So I'm going to come to that. So the debt that is under the NCA is things like overdraft, personal loans, credit cards, loans to renovate your home, vehicle finance contracts, and just to say that cell phone contracts can also fall under the NCA as a consequence of Section 5(2) of the NC Act, under the definition settlement value. So if you have a settlement value that is due to the cell phone contract company, then it can fall under NCA and would then fall under the 3-year prescription time. So creditors in their nature, they will try to collect debt, and they ought to try to collect debt because no creditor wants to write off debt. So after the 3-year period has lapsed, they are not supposed to try and recoup the outstanding amount from you. Sometimes they do, and this becomes a matter in the ombud cases. So if it is done to you, you can raise a case at the ombuds for banking, at the ombuds for advice, whatever financial institution is then responsible. Naturally, they will try to recoup the funds. So say, for instance, in year 2, they call you. If you acknowledge the debt, if they get you to say, yes, I acknowledge the debt, I know about it, either in writing or verbally, or if you promise to pay off the debt, or if you pay off the debt, in fact, or a summons is issued and successfully served to you, and that is year 2. Another period of 3 years starts, okay, because now there is this admission that you know about the debt, and they give you another 3 years to try and settle the debt. So and creditors will do this. In the 3rd year, they will attempt, but after 3 years, they are not allowed to attempt. They are not legally allowed to attempt. But if on the 4th year you pay for these funds, I mean, it will really be a delight to them, because then you didn't know that it had been written off, or it should have been written off. So there are many such cases that are sitting with the different ombud offices. Now, like I said, different debt, different prescription periods. So for instance, a a debt secured by a mortgage bond or a judgment debt, a debt in relation to taxation, a debt owed to the state, those have a 30-year prescription period. So this law is very intricate. It's two of them working side by side. The Debt Prescription Act and the National Credit Act. So it's very important that you are aware of your rights, you are aware of the conditions. If you are in this kind of situation, you are aware how you're supposed to act. And when you don't have a plan to pay the debt within the prescription time, very important not to make that promise. I am not encouraging any naughty consumers to do anything that they ought not to be doing. Thank you.